You ever have those points where you're feeling a little too inspired? Where you just have like so many ideas and you're going too deep down, probably too many rabbit holes, and all of a sudden the inspiration turns more to like an overwhelm? So I was just sitting in the sauna after my workout, and in between somebody chomping on their gum and this dude doing karaoke. I was thinking about how I've been looking at so many different aspects of content and business and problems at work and all these different things to do and solve and all at once, and it's just like, might be time to slow down. So I mean, it really started with the pr30 challenge, which is awesome, by the way, and it's really like pushing me to make these videos and just kind of think outside the box of how I'm putting these ideas together and how I'd normally be making content. But it's led me down a couple different rabbit holes, like for instance looking at Zach's Instagram and some of the reels he's been making, and then the animation style, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Should I be doing something like that? But it makes sense to hire his agency and see what opportunities are there. Oh wait, but look at these text posts that he's doing too. Like, maybe I should be making some of those. Then I go back to the Night Owl Nation training, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot how cool carousels are. Oh, and I gotta finish this About Me project and keep writing keep writing for the website. Then it's like, no, Trevor, I just did that website writing challenge. Maybe you should do a writing challenge on Twitter or X next. Oh, but wait, don't forget that you're starting a job, starting a business and trying to get that up and running. Oh, yeah. All this is on top of having a 9-to-5 job. And there's problems, issues, things that we're trying to work through there. You just being a job, and I'm thinking through all these different things in the sauna, and it's like, oh, it might be time to take a step back or two. Because I mean, some of these rabbit holes have been really fun to go down, especially thinking about content. Because it's been a while since I've really thought about that side, and I do think I enjoy it more than I did before, especially with how I've kind of changed my intention going into the content. So I do want to keep exploring that, but at the same time, if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, shoot, probably like 10 different things I'm thinking about, like, I'm not really gonna be making a whole progress on any of them. But I also do notice like this is a trend I fall into multiple times a year. And actually this is a lot of times where I'd end up losing momentum in life, where I'd fall off and I go from this place of to doing nothing. So I'd hit this like point of overwhelm, I wouldn't actually know what to do. But really right now I think it's just more time for me to do my quarterly review. So normally this happens at the end of each quarter, hence quarterly review. But I cannot tell you how much of an impact that's had on me, just like staying clear on what actually matters. And because really all you're doing is sitting down once a quarter, taking inventory on what you're doing and then where you're trying to go. So that way you can set up a plan and actually make sure you're doing the things you need to do to get to where you're trying to go. And it's crazy, I'll sit down for like 2 or 3 hours sometimes. It can take me a while, because I also like revisiting my goals and core values and even just looking at what I'm doing on a daily basis. But that time is so worth it. Stepping away and having that clarity again is a breath of fresh air, when especially I get into these modes like this where it's like looking at all the different possibilities, and it's cool. I like seeing all the different possibilities, all the different ways we can go, because gotta iterate, gotta find these net new ideas. At the end of the day, there's no way I can do all of them. And so which one should I do is really the question. And that's kind of what I'm sitting down and solving during those reviews of myself. Which is funny, because when I started with the company that I'm at right now, it's actually part of the EOS model, the Entrepreneur Operating System. So it's how you're supposed to be running the actual business side. And so we had these quarterly meetings in the business, but I actually found taking that pretty much the same framework and using it in my own life helps a lot. Because in the business, it really helps people understand what they're supposed to be working on, what's the priorities right now, not wasting too much time on projects that aren't going anywhere. And it's the same thing in the personal life. And I've also noticed I'm somebody that functions more off of having like a structure, as almost every one of my days looks the same. It's actually pretty boring. And the fact that every one of my days, it's about reading in the morning, going to work, reading throughout the day, have my afternoon walk, gym after work, and time blocks all throughout that to get personal projects done, but then also work projects done. So I need to bring some more of that structure back into my life, so that way when I hit these points, Actually, I have that structure, but when I hit these points of having too much overwhelm, what the fuck was that? Firework in the middle of the afternoon? Well, when I have these points of not too much overwhelm, but being too inspired, wanting to do too many things, which ends up leading to overwhelm. It's just like, how can I cut things back, create clarity, and focus on what actually matters? So that's my goal these next couple days. I actually have that quarterly review next week, so I'm excited for that. But this week, let's hope I don't go down too many more rabbit holes.